All right, we are going to chat about Instagram tonight, and I am not sure. We'll see how this video is shared, and forgive my child as he tries to go to sleep. There might be some fussing, we'll see. Okay, I am going to open up this account that I am building with the team. So if you have not yet followed this Instagram account, go right ahead. You are welcome to steal verbiage. You are welcome to take ideas. You are welcome to screenshot stories or quotes or any of the things that you see and make them your own. So I'm totally fine with that. I do that. I see something funny on Instagram or on Pinterest and I screenshot it because I know I'm going to use it later. So that's totally fine. I also have some It Works distributors that I follow their Instagram and I am inspired by their posts. And so I make it my own and then I repost it. Okay. Great. So some of you guys are following now. Let's start off with Captivate. I'm going to quickly touch on that app. Following people is really an important thing on Instagram because it's how you get followers. So the other night when we started this, I had 25 followers and I'm up to 200. And the only way you can do that is by following people and then them following you back. So what's going to happen is you follow them, you have a public profile, they can see these top few pictures and they're going to see who you are. And this is the representation of, you know, what you're wanting to attract. So I was talking to Missy earlier, and, you know, if you're following certain people, think about what they would want to see on your page that's going to make them follow you back. Okay. So if you're following people, I'm going to use our example from the St. Louis Zoo, and they're not following you back, you have to look at your page and think, okay, why am I following people from the zoo? Do I think people from the zoo would be good distributors? Do I think that they would be interested in me? Do I think we have a lot of things in common? I'm looking for people that, you know, if you look at this attraction marketing, it's for probably moms and people that are eating healthy and maybe somebody who has a baby and maybe a boy mom, maybe people who like to drink wine, maybe people that like to drink coffee. So that's who I'm wanting to bring into my business and attract to follow my account. So that's what I'm going to put out there. Okay. So that's the first thing that you're thinking about when you're posting. Now, when you're following, I'm thinking of that too. So a lot of times when I follow, I'm going to go to a boutique. If you want it to be a local boutique because you want people in your town to follow you, then I would do like, we have a boutique in town called Blush. This Blush boutique, there's actually, I guess, multiple Blush boutiques. This is in St. Clair. They've got 2,000 followers. I can follow their followers because I'm thinking here, Blush boutique, they're women, they spend money on their clothes, they are probably around the same age demographic that I'm looking for. So I can click on their followers and start following. I think I use them as an example because look at, I'm already following a bunch of them. You can literally just click through here and click some people that you want to follow. Now, unfortunately, you can't do like more than 20 people, but you can click on people that you want to follow. Now, I'd never click on people that don't have a profile picture like this Roxy person. I don't click on men. I don't click on people that looks like their company. Let me find one. Like sometimes it just, you can tell it's a company logo like that, or that K thing right there. I don't know what it is, so I'm not going to click on it. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to follow it. Okay. So you're going to get to decide who you want to follow. I don't follow men. I try not to follow like children. Sometimes it happens. I'll message someone and I'm like, oh, are you interested in what I do? And they're like, yeah, I am. I'm 14. I'm like, awesome. Contact me in 4 years. So that happens sometimes and that's okay. That's how you can manually follow people. I have been using an app called Captivate. So I'm going to open up that app really quick. Unfortunately, it is for people with iPhones. I don't know anything about something that would be similar with an Android. Okay, I'm looking at questions really fast. Okay, Katie is up over 200 people since Sunday. Get it, girl? Okay, so here's Captivate. In the upper left-hand corner, you're going to click on Captivate. Okay. Now I upgraded to Pro service with Pro with cloud service. I paid extra to upgrade it to cloud service because what that means is it's going to run in the background of my phone when I'm doing other things. I can be sleeping, I could be hanging out with my family, I could be using my phone on Facebook or talking on the phone, doing something else. If you don't pay for the upgrade, you will only have local actions, which are these right here, which means you have to be in the app for them to happen. I did just get a video from my friend Hong on how to use the local actions. So in case you don't want to pay the upgrade and you want to know how to use night mode and you don't want to pay the upgrade, I will link the video that she made. However, the $4.99 or $5.99 upgrade has been 100% worth it because I've already gotten 3 little customers since I started using it, and that's worth the $4.99. So I am a fan already of cloud service. So what that means is you're going to be able to pick people to follow. It's not just going to follow people for you. It's not choosing who you follow. You're still going to have to choose that. You're going to put them in a queue, like a waiting room, and then it's just going to, no, I'm sorry, not for the new IG, since I've used Captivate on my other one, but they're all new people that have just started following me because they all were like, oh, I just started following you. I'm like, oh. So since I started using Captivate about a week ago, I have not reached out to people yet through this. Just a couple people have voted on polls, but it's going to pick up. I know it. Okay. Let's talk about how to use this. So in Captivate, this is the search button at the bottom. I would search someone that I'm going to want to follow. Maybe it's that blush boutique. Maybe it's something. Look at there's a blush boutique in Destin. I go to it all the time. I'm going to click on that, Destin, Florida. There's 19.2 thousand people that follow it. Awesome, 19,000 people. You can either follow and click that follower at the top, but I'm going to click on these. Let's say, I'm going to see if there's, okay, 192 people liked this post from 4 days ago. I'm going to click on the likers is what I clicked on the. Now look at these people. Would this look like people that I would want to bring into my business? Hell yes. Don't right now go follow these girls. But yeah, they're Southern girls that go shop, or they're people that go shopping at this place that we go in Destin. Every time I go to this place. They're probably all in their early 20s. And so I'm scrolling here and I'm not seeing a lot of men. I'm not seeing a lot of profiles that creep me out. So I'm actually just going to follow them all. I'm going to click at the bottom, click quick select. I'm going to select them all. And then at the top, I'm going to click actions, follow. Now here I'm going to add them to my cloud queue, meaning that it's going to go through all 193 people in its own time. I think it does like 19 every, I don't know, minute, hour. I have no clue what it does. But I'm going to add them to my cloud queue, and that's where it's going to put them. Okay. So I'm pushing back, the arrows back. Well, now when I go to my settings and I click on cloud actions pending queue, you can see the people that are waiting there to be added. You can put thousands of people in this queue. I've had it up to 2,000 the other day, and it ran through the 2,000 over a few days, and it followed all those 2,000 people. And in turn, those people start following me. Okay, someone's writing on my screen, and I don't know how to get rid of that. Someone's writing on my screen. I hate when that happens because they don't mean to, and they're just touching their phone. And I never have seen like an erase button where I can erase it. So I have no clue. Oh well. Is it writing on my screen though? When you guys watch it? Oh well, I'll have to look that up. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore. All right, so that's one way that you can add. Let me show you another way you can add. I'm gonna go to that same blush Destin. Another way you could add, I'm going to click on the followers at the top, the 19,000 followers. You can go in and manually follow people. I can click on their pictures like this. If you want to be picky and choosy about who you want, because maybe this is a profile or there's a lot of people that you would not want to be on your team. So as I'm clicking them, I'm selecting them. I'm going to click actions at the top, follow, and I'm going to put them in my local queue. Okay. Now, if you don't want to buy, and sorry, not local queue, cloud queue. If you don't want to buy that, I will show you the video where you can put them in the local queue and then what you can do with that, because there is a night mode where you can run it while you're sleeping. This cloud queue will do it all the time when you're sleeping, which is why I paid that upgrade. Okay, questions about Captivate? I did just recently find out that you can unfollow using Captivate as well. Oh wow, someone's not putting little dots on there. You can unfollow people in Captivate, and that's also on the video from Hong. Questions about Captivate going on? I'm gonna stop this share.
So Lauren, can you hear me?
I can. I don't know how you did that though. I thought I had it so that you can't unmute yourself, but I like it. Go ahead.
What if I don't know boutiques. I don't know anything. Where should I be? You know what I'm saying? Where can I get ideas if you feel stuck with who to follow?
Okay. So you can Google boutiques in Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
And then you're going to get a bunch of ideas. Or you can look up even like cities, like colleges in Milwaukee, or colleges in, what's another place? In Madison. You know, like what else is in Wisconsin? Boutiques in Madison, and start going by cities. You're going to find, if you're looking for college students. If you're not looking for college students, you could maybe look for spas in Madison. You know what I mean? If you're looking for estheticians or nail salons, you can search by locations. You can search by those places. You can follow their followers if you're looking specifically. If not, you can just like randomly type in boutique and a whole bunch of boutiques will come up. I don't care where in the country the boutiques are. You pick New York boutiques. You pick Georgia boutiques. I don't know. For me, I'm following those people because I think it's quality. Now, of course, we don't want to all follow the same people. There's a million boutiques, guys. Like there's a million bajillion. So sometimes I just don't even start with St. Louis. I start other places. But like we have something called Arch Apparel in St. Louis. It's like a t-shirt company that sells tons of St. Louis gear. And I clicked on their followers and it was like, again, all people my age, like exactly who I would want. So you just kind of have to think outside the box. When I was pregnant, I was following people from the app I used to like put like 12 weeks on my thing. It's called A Baby Story. I started following their followers. The Bump, there's some really strange people on there, but there's some really nice people on there too. When I was pregnant, when I wasn't pregnant, I loved the store Evereve. So I would go to Evereve's like newest picture and I would follow the followers from Evereve. You know what I mean? Like you can do anything. You can do the Gap. Like I like those clothes. Whatever you think would relate to you, and if you like it, then the people that you find might like it too. Is that helpful at all? I don't know. I also follow from a blogger that I like that she's a mom and she's into fitness and she's into fashion and she's been my little customer. And so I follow from her because she has like 36,000 followers. I don't try to follow, like Katie was saying, like she followed somebody who was like a fitness person and then realized a whole bunch of Beachbody people were following her all of a sudden. And then they were messaging her. Like, she's like, no, this isn't how it's supposed to work. So you have to be careful. Like if you see that you're following some kind of demographic you don't want to, then stop taking followers from that person. That makes sense. But gosh, it's just limitless. And sometimes if I don't know who to follow, let me show you again, share screen. If I'm like not very motivated, I'll just see like a pretty girl on this discover page on Instagram. So let me go into Instagram. When you click on the home, like I don't even know who this girl is. Okay, hey girl. She just came up on mine. I'm gonna click on her. I have no clue who she is. Okay, former Miss Teen North Carolina. Great. Click on her most recent picture. She's got 456 people who have liked it. I'm going to click on her likes, and they all are attractive. Of course, there's like men. There's men on there, and I'm not going to follow these people. So what I have to do now, because I'm in Instagram, is I need to go to my Captivate app, and remember this girl's name is Laura Little 7. And I'm going to go to Captivate. I'm going to search Laura Little 7, there she is. She's an NBA dancer for the Hornets, great. And in my Captivate, instead of following all these people, because I'm sure it's a lot of men that I don't really need to see my family or whatever, I'm just gonna click through. And this is like if you've got 20 minutes to spare, I'm not following that guy. Like, I don't know, is that an animal or fish? No thanks. Nope. No, sorry, Nick Taffy or Jordan. So I'm like looking through here and choosing who I want. Nope. And so if you have 20 minutes to spare here or there while you're watching The Bachelor, you can put all these people in your queue. So, nope. Sometimes if you click them and then you don't mean to click them, just click them again and then they unclick. I'm going to do actions. I'm going to follow. I'm going to put them in the cloud queue. Cool? You guys, this is like a game flipping changer. Like, I don't have to do any following during the day. I do no following during the day. I don't suggest doing following during the day because you don't want your account to get flagged that there's too many actions going on. So if this is doing your following, you shouldn't also be doing the following, if that makes sense. Then there's double following going on. I don't know how that's going to go as far as messaging goes, like if that's counted as an action or not, if I should turn my Captivate off. I don't want my account to get disabled. So I don't really know yet if messaging counts as an action or not. I'm going to look into it. I never thought about that until somebody said, you don't want to be in your Instagram app following while this is also following. I'm going to check and make sure you don't have questions, and then we're going to move on because I'm going to show you, you have all these followers, but now what to do with them, because it's really important that you're utilizing these followers. So let's go into Instagram. A lot of people will say, like, I'm doing polls, but nobody's responding. I'm doing videos, but no one's seeing them. That means you need to have more people following you. It's a numbers game, okay? So in the bottom left corner, you can see who has seen your video. Oh, Andrea, look at your pretty little face down there. If you swipe up, you're going to see exactly like who is hungry like a wolf. Sorry, that guy on the top. I shouldn't block him because he's got a cute little family and stuff, but I'm just rude like that, and I don't know. I just, with pictures of my kids, I don't know. So you can see who has seen yours. Now, I don't message people just because they looked at my stuff, but you can, especially now, and this is going to be a little heads up. I have a lot of our team following me, okay? And some of you are on private. So when I go through a messaging spree, you might get a message from me. If I can't tell that it's you and I don't know your screen name, just heads up, I might message you. I'm on public. It would be cool if you were public so I could see that, and I could help you with your page. But I understand if you're not, that's up to you, but that's how I am. Okay, so I've got these pictures. Whenever I have someone sign up as a little customer, I try to make some little image that just shows whatever the product is, saying that somebody just joined. Okay, so how to do a story. You're going to push that thing on the top left, the little camera. You can take pictures of yourself if you want. You can turn the screen on y'all if you want. Whoa, that's kind of trippy. Woo. That was really, I kind of want to record that. Okay. I can make that my new video. And I'm going to do it as my new video, and I'm going to write Instagram with my friends. I'm not going to say Instagram. I'm going to say I don't know. You can do whatever you want. You can change the fonts. If you want to know how to do cool things and use stickers and locations and whatnot, we're going to really just focus on polls tonight. You post your story by clicking that. I do have my my other Instagram going to Facebook. Guys, that's also crazy. You can sync it with Facebook, and see in the top corner where it says your story, it's linking my Instagram. See where it says Instagram? It's linking my Instagram straight to there. All the if you want. Eyebrow day. Keto. I didn't know that I had this many people. Look at the bottom left-hand corner of this. 72 people, and I can click on this in Facebook, and see they're not just my distributors. They're people I went to high school with. They're guys, they're girls, they're my old coworkers, they're parents that go to my son's school. And so they might not follow my Instagram account. And I honestly sometimes feel like they never comment on things. I would have no clue that they're following my Facebook. And then all of a sudden they're following all of my stories. So you do need to make sure that you've linked your Facebook and your Instagram together, and then it will give you an option to post it to your Facebook as well. Oops, this is not Facebook. Let's get out of there. Okay. I wish I had a poll right now. This was not very smart of me. That wasn't smart. I'm gonna just I'm just gonna do a fake poll right now. Okay. Let's do a fake poll, and I'm gonna show you how to do it really quick. You can grab an image that's in your photo album. Who wants longer, stronger hair? I'll put this here. And then I'm gonna click the little sticker at the top of the smiley face, and I'm gonna put poll. I don't ever say yes or no. I say like 2 yes options. Oh yes. I always put something like that. Or send me info. I can also say one that gets a lot of clicks is I'm curious, or tell me more. Whatever you want to do. Oh, and you can play around with the wording. Oh, yes, tell me more. And then you're going to put your poll where you want to put it. Now, sometimes I try to put it over to the side or have like the tell me more face going down. So if people are swiping, they don't do it on accident. But you can put it wherever you want. Drag it and make it big, make it small. I'm going to put it right here in the middle of her hair. Okay. Can I get one of you guys to like that so I can show you how I will message those people? Or not like it, I guess vote on it. Okay, so when you do, the whole point of getting followers is getting interest in your posts and your stories. So today, and most days that I do an opportunity post, at the very bottom I'll say a call to action. Comment interested or like this picture and I will send you some info. So you can see I have 26, 27, 27 people that have liked the photo. I'm going to message every single one of the people that have liked it, and the girl on the bottom who says interested. Now, I'm assuming if you're following me right now, you're on my team, and you're not going to go ahead and message those people because they're my people. I'm not going to message your people, okay? That's obviously a no-no, but I just have to make sure that everyone knows that these are going to be my potentials, and you're going to get your own potentials, and I'm going to use this page to teach you how to work this. Okay, so I'm going to message all these people, and if you're wondering what do I message, I use my notes. Do you save things in your notes? I sure do. So I have in my notes on my phone, if you're wondering what notes are, that 3 down from the top on the left side, it says notes. In my cloud, I have a whole folder for hair, skin, nails, and a whole folder for keto, because that's what I sell the most of and I talk the most of. So, and then I talk a lot about the opportunity, and I have one for that too. I have a bunch of scripts and photos and things that I use and links that pretty much every conversation comes down to these things. Thanks for voting on my poll. Or if somebody says, what company is it? I have a paragraph for that. I have my follow-up in here. I'm just looking for the one that I always, okay, here's the one I send when people like my post. Hey lady, thanks for the love on my post from yesterday, or you say from today. The caption says to like the pic if you want more information on what I do, and I don't want to miss anyone. Are you interested in checking out some quick info on what I do? Happy Tuesday. So I will copy this from my notes, and I will send it to all the people that have liked this picture. Look at that. Look at y'all. Look at y'all following me. Okay. So how I do that is I click on that little paper airplane, because I send the picture with it. I also do this with my stories. I send the picture so they know what they liked, And then I'm just like wondering what the hell this girl's messaging me, because I want them to see like you did like it and it did say that. So like I'll click on, it's kind of tedious and kind of annoying. I'll click on this. I'll see the girl's first name is Brookie Teresa. I click her to make sure she's not a Works distributor. She doesn't appear to be. Some of you guys are going to get messages from me. Okay, I'm warning you. Brookie Teresa. So then I click this paper airplane and I type in Brookie Teresa. There she is. I click on it. Now I'm going to paste the message. Today's not Tuesday. It is Wednesday. And I think the original thing said, thanks for liking my thing from yesterday. I should have changed it first. Kind of annoying. I'll copy it from this one. Okay, from today. Send. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to show you what it looks like to her now. She got sent the actual post, and then she got this message. Now, since I fixed it, I'm going to actually copy and paste that. Okay, so do you understand what I did? I am sending a message to all of those people because it says to like this if you want information. Be prepared. Some of them are not going to respond. Some of them are going to say, I did that on accident. Some are going to say, yes, I want information. Some are going to say, I did it on accident, but can you give me info anyways? That's the best. Okay, they weren't really interested, but now they are. And they're like, why not? Okay, I have scripts of things that I send them saved in my notes. I can share those later. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, let's talk about how to message from, he got hot, so I took him like off of me and now he's gonna wake up. That was a dumb move, but I'm just sweating. So, okay, here we go. Let's go into the story. Okay, so, oh, look at all these people that have voted on this. When I go look at my story from today, I clicked on my little circle, I can swipe up and it's gonna show me all my stories and all my views. It's gonna show me who viewed them. Oops. 41 people. Most of them are going to be y'all because you're all on here right now. Okay. So you can see here who has liked and what they voted for. Now, I will generally just go down this list. First, I will screen grab a picture of what I did. Hopefully you know how to screenshot. If you're taking this screenshot from me, let's say you want to do this poll tonight, and you don't want to like make it your own. If you hold down the screen to make my name go away, see how it has like my name and my picture and it has like a timer at the top? Hold it down. It's tricky. I hold it down with my thumb and then I screenshot it. I'm holding it with my thumb and I'm screenshotting with my thumb and my other finger. Ah, yeah, baby. Got it. Sometimes it takes me a couple tries. I'm going to send that picture to her, but wait, before I do that, I need to go find my script for hair, skin, nails. Hey, lady, thanks for voting my poll about the 90-day hair challenge. Great. If you didn't mention the hair challenge, and just change it to, thanks for voting on my poll about hair, skin, nails. Okay, so I'm copying the script. I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to go to the picture. I'm swiping up. I'm going to click on Julie Telkin. I'm going to click those three dots in the upper right-hand corner to send her a message. I'm going to click that picture. See the picture on the bottom right? It's next to the heart, not the camera. The camera is going to take a picture of what you look like now. I'm going to tap that. I'm going to send her this picture. And then I'm going to paste my script there. And I will send that to every single person who votes on my poll, no matter what they chose. No matter if they said, hell yes, or they said, I want info, I'm giving them info and starting the conversation anyways. And it's the same script for everyone. Let me know if you have questions about that. If you have enough people, oh, hey, Julie. If you have enough people that have voted, it will break them up into, come on, sorry. It will break them up into who voted what. Like I can click on the two and I can see them in different categories. The good thing is when you get messaging, you're like, oh, and people are still voting. It puts the new people at the top. So the people that are at the top of the list are the ones you haven't messaged yet. So I always send the picture with it because it reminds them. Now, what if Julie doesn't respond to me? and I do another poll the next day, and Julie votes again. And when I go and I see Julie's name again, and I click on her, and I click on the dots to send her a message, I see, oh my gosh, there was already a message there that she didn't see or she did. It will say seen if Julie has seen it. She has not seen this yet. You can delete this and like erase their memory if you're just going to send them the same thing again. So I tap where it says write a message, and then I go to the actual message. I'm clicking on the words. Oh, she just viewed it. I'm going to unsend this, and it goes away. Unsend it. And then, hell, if she did it and voted on it again, I'm just going to resend the same darn thing again. Maybe it's going to be about keto coffee. Maybe it's going to be a different picture because she voted a different day. Whatever it is, I'm not sending the same poll results. I'm sending on something else she's voted on. You can erase their memory. I do that all the time. So now it's gone. It is gone from their end and my end. Okay. Okay. You're going to get more visibility as the day goes on. More people are going to view it, and more people are going to see, and hopefully more people are going to vote. Now, if people do not vote, 1 second, let me stop the share. Come on. If people don't vote, that's okay. You just need to follow more people, get in front of more people, and there's going to be a lot of people that don't respond. That's okay too. They're going to come around. So the loyal customers that I've been getting are people that have voted on multiple posts and or have voted in multiple polls. Sometimes it's the same product and sometimes it's different. So when I went to go message Julie and I noticed that I'd already sent her one, if I saw that it was about, or I can see the conversation we had before, we were talking about her being a distributor, I'll send her the thing and say, hey, were you interested in the keto coffee? Or are you still thinking about being a distributor? I'll add that at the end because I saw the conversation from before. So the only thing is don't delete messages out of the inbox and Instagram, because if you delete the messages from in there, you won't see prior conversations, but they still can. So I learned that the hard way because I kept messaging somebody and I couldn't see it. So I thought we had never talked, but we had talked a lot. Like I just kept sending her stuff and I just couldn't see it because I was deleting the entire message out of my inbox. So now I know, just keep them in there and they'll go down. It also is great because when you're going through for follow-up, you can scroll back through all of those messages. And I will cut and paste multiple times. I wouldn't send 100, but I've never had 100 people like a picture or 100 people vote on a poll. But I have sent 60 messages. I'll break them up and probably do about 10 to 15 at a time. But that's not an account that has 15, or not 15, 10,000 followers. You're going to have more people interested. It takes time and it will work. So, okay, let me go through questions really fast. Any Android? If you have Android, I know you gotta get an iPhone. I'm just kidding. I don't know what to tell you because it does suck. I know that there's something. There are follower apps and things, but I don't know if it works exactly the way Captivate works. But like I said, you can follow manually as well. Just as annoying because people that do that manually set timers on their phone and every hour they go in and click on 20 people to follow. And you can still do that. I would always follow every single morning when I woke up, the 20 people. Every night before I go to bed, the 20 people. If you can get into a routine where you manually do it, you're still going to grow a following as well. Okay, yeah, if you can't connect to Facebook story, it's a little bit tricky. I don't want to connect this one to my Facebook story because my other one is, but let me see if I can share screen just to show you how to do it. It's like, I might just have to show you. You have to click on your name, like you link it, and then after you link it, you have to click on your name again, and then it finally, it's weird. On your new account, you started posting at work stuff right away. No, I didn't. This is just a picture of me, this new one. None of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My first 9 didn't even mention anything about it. Yeah. And then here I started talking about my weight loss and how fat burning coffee, but I never said it works. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at it and you're not seeing it. Let me go back into that. No, when I started my first 9, I showed no, it works. So you can see this is just, I mean, literally we've done this a week. The bottom ones don't mention it at all. And then the next couple of days went by, and then I just showed that I'm like losing weight, and I mentioned weight loss coffee. And then look, 2 people said, I'm intrigued, info please. And then this person said coffee. So people instantly, when I had probably 30 followers, were asking what it is. So already I started conversation with those people. Here I started to mention how I work from home and still am able to make a full-time income. But again, the pictures, if you looked at my profile, you would have absolutely no clue. You know, if you read it. Oh, sorry. You're seeing my text. Okay. And then here I mentioned like work or pleasure, both. So I'm just kind of dripping on people. I've never said it works. I've never shown products on my page. I show them all the time in here. Of course, not today. The last night I had, oh, here you go. The last night I had Fat Fighters at the party. And I show them all the time, and I talk about it all the time in my story, just not on my page, because the page is where people are going to follow you or unfollow you from, and nobody wants to be sold to. So that if they see a ton of advertisements, they're not going to follow you back. And so at this point, I want them to follow me. It's like, give me a chance. Like, this is just, that's them giving you a chance, and then they get to know you through your posts and through your stories, and that's where you can really intrigue people. So I try to just drip on them and make them curious about what I do. This was a full out, this one was a full out opportunity post. Like, I'm looking for people that, you know, want to do this. Like, that's just like a full out opportunity post. Where do I find opportunity posts? Other leaders, like Erin Tweed just had a baby, so I like go to her page. And let me show you how you can do that too. Okay, so I'm gonna go, oh, he's getting pissed. Okay, so I like Erin Tweed. So you might see things on her page that you're like, oh, Lauren just posted that. Sorry, 1 second. You're okay, buddy. Okay. Some of her posts I'll read, and I used this verbiage from this the other day. And I liked something she wrote on this. So I'm looking at her verbiage. Okay, I can do that with mine. She's thankful that this is her office view. So then I took a picture that was similar, and I said, I'm thankful for this being my office view. You know, you can just turn it into something that's applicable for your life. If you don't have a new baby, then take a picture of your dog, and you're thankful that's your office view. Or maybe you're actually at work, and you're going to go outside and take a picture of you drinking your tea outside, and you're going to say you're thankful for the office view. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can just change it up for you. And if you're actually, like, Erin Tweed does a lot of good job. I think she has a schedule. Like, she starts every day with a quote. Like, in the morning, she'll post like one of these quotes that has white in the background. Sometimes I'll read it and I'll like it, so I screenshot it and I'll do a similar post. You can do that. Find people that you like. This Morgan girl, she's like a top enroller of the whole business. She's very smart. As soon as I started doing what she was doing, I started getting a lot more keto coffee customers, because guess what? She loves it. She drinks it every day. She gets great results from it. She talks about it all the time. She posts about it all the time. So I just started doing that. You can click on her stories, and she's adorable. She talked on the stage at conference. I think she won an award or 2. So sometimes, and by sometimes I mean a lot of times, I get ideas from her. Obviously, her page looks very different than mine. She's attracting different people than I am. Does that not mean that I can, like, change it around and make it work for me? Absolutely, that's what I do. That's my goal is. Okay. Oh boy. He's losing it. And let me see if you guys have questions, because I think that's pretty good for tonight. I think we tackled all of the Captivate and following and messaging from your pictures and from your posts and your stories and your polls, and making sure that you have scripts that you like in your notes section. You can even, there's something, I forget what it's called, like auto write. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. You can set it up in your phone where I can type in like keto coffee and it already knows like the script to send. I personally change it up and make it so the conversation flows each time, which is why I have a lot of replace text. Awesome. Yeah, there's a replace text keyboard. That's what it is in your settings. Now, that's not going to always work because the conversation doesn't always flow. So that's why I go into my keto coffee note and I find what information and what response best answers their question. And of course, I change it around to make sure that it's personal, that it makes sense, and all that jazz. What is the easiest way to get pictures smaller, like Erin's page? There is an app called, some people like to have the borders. There is an app called InstaSize. Let me share my screen really fast. InstaSize is going to give you those white borders on the side. It looks like this in the middle. Click on InstaSize, and then for a picture that like you want to have those sides. Like here are some ones I've done in the past. You can see how it puts the white on each one. So I don't know why it says free trial. I feel like it's always free. And I'm guessing that button on the bottom lets me upload. I don't know. Maybe that's download. The plus at the bottom, I guess I can pick a photo. I can pick that girl. Let's see what it does. Yeah, there you go. And then you're done. Save it to your camera roll. And some people like to do that with their Instagram page and they want them all to have those lines on the side. I don't really care. I don't know. It's just an extra step for me. But if you have a lot of fashion-y people do that, and it looks very lovely to do that. Other apps I use, I guess, while we're looking at apps. Cleaner unfollows people. I guess we can chat about that really quickly. So what's happening, because I'm using Captivate, is I'm following a ton of people and I don't have as many followers as I have following. So you're going to want to unfollow people kind of regularly, maybe after a couple of weeks. It will automatically stop you at 7,500. If you ever get an error message or it gets stopped, you cannot follow more than 7,500 people on Instagram, okay? So I make sure never to get close to that amount. I'm probably going to stop Captivate after this next batch runs, and then I'm going to unfollow people that are not following me. You can do that in Captivate. That is in the video that Hong did that I will send you. I have just always used an app called Cleaner, and I unfollow people that are not following me. So I like Cleaner to do that. If it's a green like that, it means we follow each other. If it's like that arrow, that orange arrow, means they don't follow you back. So you can, like, at the bottom it says there's 200 people loaded. I can like scroll through this and load more people. And, you know, if they're not following me, oh, this is in my other account right now, and I've been cleaning it out. So everybody is following me, but I guess what I can tell you to do is you click Quick Select, Advanced Quick Search, select non-followers. And what it's going to do is it's going to go through your account, and it's going to clean up the people that are not following you back, because if they're not following you back, you don't need to be following them. You know what I mean? Oh, gosh. You're just so good, buddy. I know, we're almost done. Yeah, we're almost done. Sorry, guys. Okay, 34 people. And then you're going to click Actions at the top, and you're going to unfollow them. Okay, so that's people that you've followed that have not followed you back. So you're going to then click Unfollow. And I will run through that and unfollow people to get that number back down. I use Pinterest to get quotes. I did a video on Pinterest a few days ago. So if you want to search on the page in the videos, you can find that, how to utilize that. If you want to post about food, fashion, fun, outfits, vacations, Oh my gosh, Katie, I seriously saw like your husband walking. I thought that was like my house, and I turned around and I was like, is someone behind me? That scared me. I should put them all in one little folder so they're not on all different screens. There's Captivate. What else do I use? Oh yeah, there I have a little folder for things I use. Photo edits. If I like look awful and need to like clean up my face, I can use Beauty Plus. I use Layout to do collages. I use Word Swag to put words on it. There's a bunch of just different apps you can use to make your pictures prettier. But filters on Instagram are a beautiful thing. So a lot of times I just do that and write things on the stories. So I'm gonna have to stop this because my son's getting pretty pissed. Let me see if you guys have any questions. When you do things on a story, how long do you have to access the comments and the polls? Thank you so much for saying that, Candace. They go away in 24 hours. So you'll see in your story, I posted this 12 hours ago. You have to watch that time, and you have to make sure that if you did a poll, all of that goes away. I have missed polls before by like 10 minutes. I'm like, no, and all of the responses are gone. So if you feel like, okay, it's going to expire and you know you have an appointment, what I do is I go to my poll because I know it's going to delete and I've got a doctor's appointment or whatever. I'll go to these people and I'll just screenshot the people that have voted so I can message them later. It's a pain in the butt because you can't directly click on them and go to their profile and message them. You'd actually have to like send it to them, which is annoying. Good question. For Android users, there's an app called Follower Insight that does the same thing as Cleaner. Awesome, thank you, Misty. So Follower Insight will unfollow people for you if you have Android. Unfortunately, I haven't found something that does Captivate for that. All right. Hopefully that was helpful. I really suggest getting the Captivate upgrade. Don't push it and try to I just will do the default actions. I don't want to do any more. I don't want to get flagged. I don't want to go against Instagram's terms. So people that have done this since Sunday, like Katie was one who's been telling me how many more, like every single day, she's getting a bunch of people. Erin and Andrea both said, oh my gosh, thank you so much for telling me about it. Game changer. Because you're not having to go into the app and follow all the time. So Captivate has been very helpful. If you are having to follow, just know that you can do that. You can still do that and be successful. And you can still do your polls and do your stories and still message the people that you have right now. Even if you didn't add one more person, you still have plenty of people and ways to communicate with them and get potential customers and distributors. So if you have more questions, you can put it on the posts I did. I'm going to do this regularly. So tonight we just talked about messaging and these like 3 topics. We will talk more about other things, like other ways to organize. I'm going to quickly tell you one more thing I did. I just got this idea today from a friend to put my little customers in a folder. I thought I should, oops. You can like categorize posts. Trying to share my screen, everything takes so long. Let's say Julie was my my potential. Oh, it's not sharing my screen. Come on, share the screen, baby. You can do it. Here you go. Let's say Julie was my potential. I could click on this picture of Julie because I want to click on a picture of her face. And see in the bottom corner that little flag? I just held down the flag and I'm going to make a collection. I'm going to call this one Little Customers. LCs, done. And all of the people on Instagram that become my LCs, I'm going to put them in that folder. It's going to make following up so much easier. It's going to make interaction so much easier. Let me show you how you access that. On my page, that same flag is up here in that little corner right there. These are posts that I have, I guess, saved. I didn't even mean to do that. You can save posts, but this is also going to be like an LC folder. Collections, there we go, LCs. I can put them all in there, guys, and I can go like their pictures. You can put a PDT folder. You could put like a quotes folder. If you see a good idea on my page, flag it, and then you can go and post it later. See what I'm saying? Like, use this account that I have right here, as a springboard. If you see something on Erin Tweed's or Sherilyn Ancala's or Morgan's, they don't know that you put it in that little bookmark thing. So put an inspiration one, or like, posts I want to do later, or quotes, or food, or whatever. You can make all these folders and just have those ideas ready to go. I just thought it was genius. I put all my PVTs in one so I can go interact with them easier. Put my little customers on there so I can click on that every now and then. Can message them, hey, did you get your coffee yet? Hey, what do you think about hair, skin, nails? I can interact with them because I should be building relationships. Even though I signed them, you still want to build those relationships, build that trust. So that's all I got for you tonight. But we can do this regularly if you found it helpful. And tell your teammates that are not on this tonight to join next time. And if you have more questions and things you want to talk about. But I would also like to touch base with all of you guys in a few days and let me know how your Instagram has grown. Have you started more conversations? It's scary to get in that messaging mode at first, but it's so worth it, guys. I promise you. Message every single person. And yeah, is it tricky that you're putting a picture of your family and at the bottom it says, like this picture for more information? Sure. I mean, you're not doing something bad by it. They're liking the picture. Maybe they're liking it because they thought it was a cute picture and you are reaching out. But for me, I feel more comfortable messaging that way because I don't want to just be messaging tons of strangers. Some people feel comfortable messaging strangers that have never liked a picture. You could do that too. It's up to you. That's just what works for me. Okay. I am going to try to upload this recording, but I don't think it's so great and probably pretty boring. But yes, I did record. So I will upload that. It's a little bit long though. Sorry. Okie dokie, guys. I will chat with you later and keep me posted on how this is going for you, and we'll talk again soon. Make sure that you write any questions that you have or any updates on the post with the call information on the team page. Okay, bye guys.